What's going on, Internet? I'm Christopher Peterson from NerdEXP.
And I'm Alira, his sidekick.
And today we're here to help you with your superhero IQ. We're going to count down our top 5 favorite superheroes each. I'm going to start us off with number 5. I'm going to go with one of the X-Men, Cyclops, Scott Summers. One of the reasons I liked him is because he had glasses, I had glasses, we both had glasses. He shoots laser beams out of his eyes. I wish I could shoot laser beams out of my eyes. But beyond that, he was the first X-Men. He was the leader of the team. I feel like right from the get-go, he introduced himself as a strong force, a capable leader, and was more than just his power set. One of the things that I enjoyed about the series was, kind of how closely in line it was with the comics. I didn't know that at the time, but once I started picking up those comics, I felt right at home, and I've kind of been in comics ever since. So I think one of the reasons that I read comic books is because of Cyclops.
So I have Cyclops to thank for the entire closet of comic book boxes. Is this what you're telling me?
We'll write him a letter. Send him a no prize.
No prize. Nice. Number 5 for me is Captain Planet. By the powers combined from the Planeteers, he became a superhero that fought the forces of pollution and general grossness left by us, unfortunately, humanity, to save animals, to save the planet. Thought it was really fantastic. As a kid, didn't actually realize that I was being kind of educated too. But definitely probably had a lot to do with how I look about being eco-friendly, environmentally friendly, and also animal-friendly today. Maybe a little bit.
He's a hero.
Gonna take pollution down to 0.
Yeah, I think we all remember that.
Okay, so I really just like the theme song,
For me, number 4 comes flying in on a Nimbus cloud straight from Japan. I'm going to go with Goku. Not the version in Dragon Ball. You can just toss that guy aside. I'm talking about the Dragon Ball Z, adult Goku, kicking butt, dying, coming back to life, kicking more butts. When we were a kid, those first 52 episodes I think only covered through them going to Namek and that Frieza saga. But beyond that, I think seeing Goku fight Vegeta, one of the best battle sequences in Dragon Ball Z in anime at its time. It did last 3 episodes, but it was still really good. Goku was lighthearted. He was kind of the linchpin of that series, and he's definitely the character everybody aspired to and looked up to. So number 4, Goku.
Really did like Goku actually in Dragon Ball Z, and it's funny, I didn't really think about that. As a kid, I just remember so frustrated the length of time between episodes and the fights, because I just wanted to know what was going to happen next.
How many Dragon Ball Z characters does it take to screw in a light bulb?
I don't know. How many?
1, but it takes them 16 episodes to do it.
Ouch. It's true. So for me, number 4 comes in at Lion-O, the leader of the Thundercats. He is a badass lion, child trapped in an adult body due to a problem with his life pod and his suspension on the way to 3rd Earth. As a little kid, I had no idea what that meant, but I did know that he had a kick-ass sword. He had the sight beyond sight and a pretty cute little sidekick, Snarf, who looked out for him and kept him out of trouble.
Snarf.
Yeah.
Lion-O also, if you've never heard of it, check out Lion K's I Am Lion-O. It's a great song, it's funny. If you're a fan of Thundercats, you'll be a fan of that song.
It is definitely the best, and they should have made it the theme song when they relaunched the franchise. Just saying.
For me, number 3, I'm going to take it away from cartoons, and I'm going to go to Power Rangers. More specifically, the Red Power Ranger, Jason. He had a lot of positives going for him. We can go down the list. He had a sword, best weapon of the group. He had a Tyrannosaurus Rex, best Zord of the group. He was the leader. Everybody wants to be the leader. He was red, which was a good color choice. So, he had a lot going for him. He seemed like the most skilled Power Ranger even before he morphed.
Green Ranger.
Tommy was a sham. All he did was play on his flute and make out with Kimberly. No, he didn't do anything. And then you get to season 2, and what does the Red Ranger do? He thought his Tyrannosaurus Rex was cool. He gets a dragon. He just ups the ante. That's what he did. He just kept upping the ante, being a hero. He even gets the Green Ranger's flute at one point. Best Power Ranger ever, Jason. No question, no debate.
I always was partial to Billy. I felt really bad for him. I felt like he tried really hard, and he was smart. But anyway, number 3 for me is Ren. He is the pirate prince from the Pirates of Darkwater. His version of a weapon was his father's sword, broken in half, unfortunately. And he was looking for the Jewels of Rule to help save his planet Myr. an ocean planet, which I thought was really cool, from Darkwater. Also an evil, toxic, pollutant thing trying to take over and kill everything.
Man, if only these people could live a toxic-free, healthy home lifestyle, they wouldn't have had all these problems.
How do they do that?
I don't know.
Yeah. The other great thing about Ren was that he had a cool sidekick, Nibbler, again with the sidekicks that are really neat, a flying monkey, who actually managed to get him out of quite a few scrapes. And he had a really cool ship. I really wanted that ship. It doubled as like a flying device and also a parachute and could do all of these cool things.
Sounds good. And not to be a show, but if you never heard of Pirates of Darkwater, it's available on Amazon, for not Prime, for purchase. And it's a good series. It'd definitely be something worth checking out if you like everything else on this list. Like for something new to try out.
Spoiler though, they never finished the series. So there's 21 episodes. They found 8 of the 13 jewels of Rule, the treasures of Rule, and then for whatever reason the show was canceled.
Coming in at number 2, a show that wasn't canceled as far as I know, Chris Way, is Batman, the animated series, specifically Batman the character. When I watched that show, it was fantastic. Batman was brooding and conflicted, but he wasn't like dark and tormented and over the top. He had a plan and he could think things through, and he saved people, but he wasn't this uber hero that he is sometimes in the comics, where they kind of create the Batman prepared for every inevitability. He has shark spray and a kryptonite ring and a million plans on him at all times. Batman the Animated Series was a great show. All the cast went on to do amazing things. Kevin Conroy did the voice of Batman, probably the best vocal talent that's ever done Batman. If I watch a DC animated series and they say that Kevin Conroy is not doing Batman, I'm already a little bit disappointed, and my buy-in's a little bit less. I think I owe that all to the great work he did on that show. Can't come highly recommended enough. I still think that's the bar that all superhero animated shows are kind of held against, and nothing else has ever measured up against it. Maybe Spectacular Spider-Man.
Wow, that's high accolades. I like the Batman myself as well, and I did like that series too. But my number 2 is Darian Shields. If you're not into anime, you probably have no idea who I'm talking about. But for all you fangirls out there, that would be Tuxedo Mask, also known as the Moonlight Knight, and Prince Endymion. Might have a conflict of personality. He keeps losing his memory or dying and coming back. But he was a great hero in the Sailor Moon series. He was actually probably the hero. The girls really did try their best to take out the big bosses, but it was normally a Tuxedo Mask or Moonlight Knight that saved the day, with a rose. White or red, pick a color.
I think the girls did it. They just needed a little bit of encouragement. And, he bestowed the rose. Still, Serena did all the hard work and heavy lifting.
Yes, with her moon powers, I agree. But anyway, I thought Darian was the level-headed, more grown-up, put together, had a plan, knew how to tackle things, didn't go rushing in blindly. He was the knight that saved the day, and I really wanted, as a little kid, to save the day.
So for me, number 1, when we started doing this topic, superheroes, childhood, the answer was obvious. It was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Here's in the half shell.
Turtle power. And, if I could have, I guess I could have, but I thought it'd be boring, I would have made Splinter and then go through all the Turtles, which would have been Raphael, Michelangelo, Donatello, and that means my number 1 choice is Leonardo. He was hands down the best of the bunch. He was the leader, he was the best fighter, he had the most skills, he was Splinter's protege more so than everybody else. Going to the movie a little bit, when Splinter was lost, he meditated, he found out Splinter was still alive, got the Turtles together, got the band back together, and kind of rallied the troops. During the fight against Shredder, he was the last turtle standing, kind of proving that, he knew what he was doing better than the rest, and, he kind of proved it throughout the animated series. If you're looking for a turtle to love, the obvious choice is Leonardo. I can't imagine anybody else choosing anyone else. It's where you gotta go. So what's your number 1 choice?
Wow. Okay, well, my number 1 choice is also a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, not Leonardo. It's Donatello. And why is it Donatello? Because Donatello was the brains of the group. Leonardo might have gone charging in and swinging his sword, but at the end of the day, who had the plan? Who put together the game plan that led the Turtles to victory? It was Donatello. He also came up with all of their cool inventions, from their turtle van, their turtle blimp, their turtle comm. If it was an invention, if it was a gadget, if they needed it, he had it. Also, weapon of choice, bow staff. I used a bow staff as a kid. Think the bow staff's really cool. Think it's really versatile. You can use it for lots of different things, not just hacking people to pieces. So, Donatello all day long. And, if that wasn't cool enough, purple. Hello, favorite color, little kid, loved the purple bandana. So, Donatello, best turtle.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're wrong. Well, can you please tell Lara that she's wrong and I'm right? In the comments below, we would love to hear from you guys. Who's your favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle? Who's your favorite superhero from your childhood? If you like this video, please like this video below. If you want to hear more comments from us, which you probably do, you can follow me on Twitter, @ChristasticGuy.
Or you can follow me and vote for Donatello out of Lyra.
Well, I hope this video helped you guys with your superhero IQ. Level up, friends.